Shalom, ye men of Israel. Bayat
Shalom.
Shalom. Bayat Shah Dawadah, house of David. We want to start off by giving all thanks, all praise to
Yahweh,
Yahweh,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Yahushua,
Yahushua,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Rakakadash.
Rakakadash.
Double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone, who rule well, teach well, peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. We're coming in the name of Yahweh, all right, which is Hebrew for he is to be, to exist. Wah, his only begotten son, who the world ignorant calls Jesus Christ. The name will be in the Hebrew, Yahushua, which means he saves, he delivers, he is our salvation. And his Holy Spirit, which is the Rakakadash, all right, pushing his truth and sincerity. This is your brother, this is your brother Banal Bond of the Dallas GMS camp, alongside the brother,
Kahan.
all right, with another lesson, praying that this lesson is edifying. We're going to open up with this article. We've been seeing a lot of this on the news. Not so much the news, but, the media, as far as Newsweek and various articles here and there, amongst all other things that's coming out in these times, man, as we're in the time of evil days. This particular article is from Straight Arrow News, Healthcare. The title says, Cancer-Causing Toxins Found in 10 Popular Braiding Hair Brands Report. And we know Jake, all right, you so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Indians, mostly you so-called blacks, you are the number one consumer of these hair products. So it's only coming to revelation now, because if you really look at that industry, and we might can look that up and see how much that industry pours in yearly. A lot of your so-called Ammonites Ammonites are the ones that are selling these hair products to you. And you have to understand that the Ammonites are the enemies of Israel, okay? Yasharallah, okay, the sons of power, the sons of Yahweh Shemel Shai, okay? Not just Esau, Edom, they are confederates. That's the reason why they come here. They can, open up a business in less than 2 months, okay? The bank gives them funding. Unlike you so-called blacks, Latinos, they don't want you here. So, so we're going to go into this article. We're going to play this the video here where it says cancer-causing toxin found in 10 popular braiding hair brands. It's going to speak on that. We're going to read some articles, maybe find another article. And then we're going to highlight the scriptures as it relates to this article, because these are those times that we're seeing all these things that we weren't able to see before. And that's through the power and the spirit. How about Shemal Shah, the Holy Spirit? Go ahead.
And just to make a distinction, we're not saying that braiding is something that's wrong. It's actually a Hebrew custom, but the way and manner in which it's been used to be weaponized against us, as far as taking the braided hair and mixing it with chemicals and stuff. Now it's become harmful. It contains, just like the article is going to reveal, certain chemicals, carcinogens that's meant to now destroy you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and play this video here.
Braids are more than just a hairstyle. They're a cultural staple, a protective choice, and a form of self-expression for millions of people. But what if that very hair used for these styles was putting our health at risk?
Beauty products such as synthetic braiding hair are largely unregulated, and some ingredients are not required to be listed on the package.
A new investigation.
So the male voice said, are not regulated and are not required to be put on packages. What does this remind you of? The foods that we eat. Okay? It's the same scheme. It's the same goal that your enemy has against you. They don't have to be forthright. Okay? They don't have to be honest with you. Okay? It's profit over people. And again, Jake is the number one, the Eve woman. When we say Eve, we're talking about so-called black woman. Okay, she's all about her beauty, her makeup, which also has cancer-causing chemicals, eyeliners, lipstick, and you put that on your lip, it's absorbed. Because we have to understand the skin is the biggest organism. It absorbs whatever you put on it. Esau is saying he doesn't have to tell you what's in these products that you go spend your money on, every month. They don't have to tell you. So there is, a plan behind this, and that plan is destruction. As it says in Second Thessalonians, 2 and 3, that the son of perdition, which is Esau, Edom, is allowing all these things to happen here in Babylon, America. Did you have something?
Let me get Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 21 real quick. Because she said it was a cultural, what did she say about the cultural? It's a cultural expression in a sense, and we need to understand that Esau is behind all these things associated with the black culture, right? So this is Jeremiah.
Yeah, I get in. Let's call it. I'm just going to get in there. All right, Jeremiah what?
Chapter 2, verse 21.
This is Jeremiah 2, chapter 2 and 21. It said, "Yet I have planted thee a noble vine, holy, a right seed. How then art thou turned into the degenerate plant of a strange vine unto me?"
And as we're coming back into this truth. We're coming back into being that noble vine, right? Coming back into the law, statutes, and commandments, understanding who our enemy is, and understanding that his culture is ultimately is that degenerate, changing Jake into that degenerate vine, right? Because like I said before, Esau is behind that black culture. He's created the black culture to destroy, the minds of these so-called blacks. So again, the braiding thing that was once used for in our culture has now been weaponized against you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans.
Well, and also, Esau Edom, he's the one that puts these commercials together, because vanity a lot of time is in what you see. As they say, what seeing is believing. Okay, but Scripture also say that we walk by faith, not by sight. So we're seeing these things that are built or created for destruction. Psalms 58:3 talks about Esau Edom. It says the wicked are estranged from the womb. Okay, we can get that.
We can get that. Psalms 58:3.
Yeah, because he has to deceive you first. He has to show you all these things on TV, and you're like, ooh, I gotta have that, because that's how he sells this stuff. And they spend so much money on commercials. And the Eve woman, the so-called black woman, is always captivated with her vanity. Always want to look good.
Right.
This is Psalms, you want to get it?
Yeah, Psalms 58:3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray as soon as they be born, speaking lies.
That's right. A lot of lies, a lot of words, as it says in, is that Isaiah, Psalm 55:21, right? It says that words are smoother than butter, but swords are drawn. So he's going to entice you, man, because we see that. It's all around us. It's captivating us to the point it becomes your conversation at work. It becomes your conversation within family. Because it's all about what you see on TV, and then when you get hungry, then you want to go to McDonald's because you remember what you saw. So when you think of glamour or beauty, especially the Jake woman, she doesn't have long hair.
That's right.
The curses are upon her, man.
That's right.
Right? And we'll get that,
And it's like, and we know that the Jake women, they're going to be the main individuals who are going to turn towards, Esau's comfort.
Yeah.
Make their lives easier. It's not just necessarily the braids. It's also the wigs, even the makeup, the lipstick, all this stuff. If women really understood all the poison that goes into these products, they would probably turn away from it.
Yeah.
But Esau makes it so glamorous, of course, because a woman is she's into the vanity of what she looks like. She's gonna follow what is popular.
That's right. All right, we'll go back to the video.
Okay.
And see what else it has to say.
By Consumer Reports has been making waves on social media after researchers found that some of the most popular synthetic braiding hair brands contain chemicals linked to cancer, with all 10 brands tested showing traces of toxins. According to the report, a medical student named Crystal Thomas set out to conduct this research in 2023 after experiencing a reaction the same day she got braids. And she is not alone in this. Black women are the primary consumers of braiding hair, but other groups also use it, with everyone seeing benefits to achieve longer, fuller, or protective styles. But multiple people have reported itching, throat irritation, red bumps on the scalp, and burning sensations similar to what Thomas experienced. Synthetic braiding hair is an affordable option, with most styles requiring 3 to 5 packs of hair, sometimes even more for fuller looks. Each pack can cost as little as $4, but when factoring in installation, the total price of a braided style can sometimes exceed $1,000. The industry is booming, with the market for synthetic hair valued at nearly $2.8 billion in 2023 and still growing. Synthetic braiding hair is made of plastic-based fibers designed to mimic the look and feel of natural hair. But Consumer Reports found that when the hair is heated, a common practice to seal braids by dipping them in boiling water or running a lighter along the ends, it can release potentially toxic chemicals into the air. To limit exposure, it is recommended to take breaks between installs, and some stylists have long advised washing braided hair with an apple cider vinegar rinse to remove chemical coatings. However, there's no scientific evidence proving this works, and dermatologists warn that improperly diluting vinegar could actually release more harmful chemicals instead of neutralizing them. 2 brands tested by Consumer Reports, Sensationelle and Magic Fingers, responded to the claims, stating that they ensured the safety of their products. Sensationelle even went further, urging consumers to continue using their hair, insisting it meets safety standards. These findings come amid a growing conversation about chemicals in hair products marketed to Black women. Studies have already linked chemical hair relaxers to a higher risk of fibroids and certain cancers. Now synthetic braiding hair is under scrutiny too. So what does this mean for braid lovers? While there's no widely available clean
So she said a mouthful. It's a lot if we didn't break between what she was saying, but it was pertinent information that ran together. It needed to be heard. It stated what? So-called Black women are the number one consumer, or the main consumers.
It's $1 billion industry, right?
You see?
And Salaki, I didn't want to interrupt.
Go ahead.
Salaki, but again, what does that tell you? It's telling you that no matter whatever, no matter the harmful concerns, the Jake women are still going to flock and run to it, right? Salaki, can we get Sirach chapter 13, verse 8?
This is Sirach 13 and 8, and it reads, "Beware that thou be not deceived and brought down in thy jollity."
So again, we're not to enjoy the customs of the heathen, right? Because again, like we were stating, Jake is being judged and don't even know it. Why? Because our people are destroyed for lack of knowledge, right? So I'll leave it like that.
Con. And also, the deception, as we stated earlier on, is the fact that the advertisement that goes into these products is alluring. That commentator woman said that the hairs may not cost much, maybe $4 a pack, but you may have to grab 10 or 15 or something like that for a more fuller look. That's not the point. It's the vanity that's behind that. Vanity blinds a lot of women. They just want to look good.
Right.
Like the ox said, they may hear this information, but they still want to look good and say, well, I don't use it in this kind of manner, or it doesn't touch my hair, or I use the best one. You see, just making excuses because they're addicted to vanity. A lot of these so-called Black women, even Latinos, okay, they put extensions, they put weave, patching, I don't know, like they make it stick to the side. And all that just to have something on their head. Now, I want to get this precept, Bob Kashah, because the deception is in the wording, right? So we'll get Genesis 3 and 1.
I'll get it real quick.
Genesis 3 and 1, because there's someone that's making these commercials, the media. That's Esau Edom.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 1. It says, "Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh had made."
Now, the serpent in this, because you have your Christians, okay, these churches believing that a serpent actually went and spoke to a woman and gave the woman an apple without hands. Okay, the serpent is going into, we can get it, it's talking about a man, okay, a snake, as you would describe someone, okay, someone that's untrustworthy. I have my blue letter up. Someone that's untrustworthy, someone that you really don't want to trust, believe, follow. He's going to deceive you. All right, so we're going to get that serpent, okay, in the blue letter. So we're going to get serpent in the blue letter. And, you know, because you have to go back to these words and break these words down, man. They, you know, when scriptures were written, it wasn't written in English. Okay, so that serpent here is, okay, Nakash. Okay, Nakash. It says serpent, snake, image of a serpent. All right, so we're going to get to the root word, and then get into the root word, Nakash. It gives you a description. It says to practice divination, divine, observe signs learned by experience, diligently observe, practice fortune telling, take as an omen. To practice divination, to observe the signs of omen. Okay? So that's telling you it's a description of someone. I'm trying to find here. Let's see. It's a description of someone. Okay? Not a snake itself, because a snake doesn't do all that. That's what a man would do.
Right.
You see, that's what a man would do, not what a snake would do. So it's someone that is wicked, someone that practices divination, someone that will practice wickedness or evilness.
So, yes, just to add on what the priest is going into, even when you look into the word subtle, Baba Shah, let me get that word real quick. It says subtle. It says
We'll get that as well. Okay.
Khan. It says subtle, shrewd, crafty, sly, sensible, crafty. Right. So those are showing attributes of a person.
Those are verbs,
You know.
right? You know, action that a person would do.
Absolutely.
Go
So
ahead.
again, that's why the this industry, which is run, has a billion-dollar industry. You know, Esau is behind it, and you know Esau is the one that's promoting the commercials. Promoting the marketing behind it, so that you so-called black women will flock to it.
Right.
You know.
Even when you look into the root word, it said to be subtle, be shrewd, be crafty. It said beware, take crafty counsel. Because that's what these devils, these other nations are doing, those that are confederate against Israel. Okay? When I say Israel, Israel is a people before it's a place. So I'm talking about the lineage of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the 12 tribes of Israel.
That's right.
Okay? They're taking counsel, crafty counsel against the people of the Lord. Even when, the Most High liberated us from Egypt, we had to pass through these other nations, in order to get to the land of milk and honey.
That's right.
And they fought against us and plotted against us. Okay? So-called Moab and Ammon.
That's in Psalms the 64th chapter.
You see? So when we go back to Genesis 3,
I got it. This is Genesis 3:1. Now the serpent was more subtle than any beast of the field which the Lord Yahweh had made. And he said unto the woman, Yea, hath Yahweh said, He shall not eat of every tree of the garden?
okay, and they eat of every tree, okay, that's going into what? Philosophies, different doctrines, because tree is going into what? Men. Okay, there's a scripture, we can get that.
Mark chapter 8, verse 24.
Mark 8,
I get that.
okay, and 4,
24.
the water.
24.
All right, go ahead, Op.
So I can't wait. I'm trying to get this. Okay. It says, and he, well, let's start at 23. It says, and he took the blind man by the hand and led him out of the town. This is Yahushua. And when he had spit on his eyes and put his hands upon him, he asked him if he saw out. And verse 24, and he looked up and said, I see men as trees walking.
You see? So that's just a metaphor to give you a description.
And when have you ever seen a talking snake?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it has to be a metaphor. It was just letting you know that, you know, in the Garden of Eden, you had 3 classifications of men: sons of power, sons of the wicked, right, and the sons of men.
Right. So trees is talking about the different nations. Okay, you shall not eat of every tree. You shall not listen to the doctrine and philosophy, because Most High gave us the law, statutes, commandments, and His name. So we were not supposed to take on the ways of the heathens, because the Most High gave them what? Idols and their own philosophy, their own doctrine.
And not only that, it will defile us.
Exactly.
It will make us unholy, and therefore it will corrupt us, and you're seeing that process taking place right now as the industry is letting us know that, you know, these hair products have carcinogens in it, and carcinogens that they cause cancer. So ultimately, as you buying and making profit for your enemy, he's destroying you.
Right, and you can see here the serpent approached what? The woman. Okay, just like Esau Edom in this time with his commercials, his multimedias on hair products, and you looking good. Okay, here Esau approaches the woman. You see, go ahead.
Oh, did you want me to continue on?
Yeah, Baba Shah.
This is Genesis chapter 3, verse 2. And the woman said unto the serpent, Ye may eat of the fruit of the trees of the garden.
Okay, so meaning that she may only listen to the doctrine of her people. Okay, specifically Adam. Okay, the trees of the garden, right? Go ahead.
And verse 3 says, But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh has said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Meaning that she shouldn't take on the philosophies of these other nations. Okay, specifically Esau, Edom. You got it.
Yeah, and just to add on what the priest is saying, I mean, if you really break down these commercials, if they were being honest, they will let you know the products that, I mean, the ingredients that they're using the products. If it's indeed harmful for you, or it's actually helpful or healthy. And we know these commercials in reality are just used to deceive you. They're actual lies. So this is the same instance in which, you know, the sons of the wicked, you know, persuaded or beguiled Eve into what? Into thinking that she could be a god, be like Adam in a sense,
be greater than
be
Adam.
greater than Adam. That's right. So again, in these times, you're seeing the same type of tools and instruments that's used with these marketing companies, right, with the commercials, basically lying to you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Why? Because Esau wants to destroy you.
Go ahead.
This verse 4,
Read.
3, it's like Genesis 3 and 3, finishing that. But of the fruit of the tree which is in the midst of the garden, Yahweh has said, Ye shall not eat of it, neither shall ye touch it, lest ye die.
Genesis 3 and 4. This is the meat.
Genesis chapter 3, verse 4. And the serpent said unto the woman, Ye shall not surely die.
You see? Now what's happening to the Jake women? They're dying. They're getting these diseases that Esau, Edom, told her that she'll look good.
Wow.
She took on his she believed him. She believed that she could use Esau, Edom, and override the curses. You see? And what's one of the curses? It tells you in Isaiah, 3 and 16.
Let me get that. This is Isaiah.
Because that's what she's trying to do by going to her father, Esau, Edom. So it's Isaiah
I got it for you.
33,
Yeah, 3
and 16, Slakia.
This is Isaiah chapter 3, verse 16. Moreover, the Lord saith, Because the daughters of Zion are haughty, and walk with stretched forth necks, and wanton eyes, walking and mincing as they go.
Shaking their hips like they so fine twisted, so you can see their rump.
And making a tinkling with their feet. Verse 17, therefore the Lord will smite with a scab the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, and the Lord will discover their secret parts.
You see? So the Most High is doing all this. Even the revelation of all these deadly toxins and ingredients that they put in these hairs, they never thought about that. But the Most High spoke it. Okay? It's written in these scriptures. And hey, we don't make this up, man. We just read from the scriptures and aligning what's going on in these times. Okay, that the Most High what? Smite the scab, okay, the crown of the head of the daughters of Zion, okay, because they walk around haughty, stretched out necks like, they're too good for you.
Very prideful.
You see? So the Most High is doing this to them, man.
That's right.
And this is just now coming out now. But they've been using the same products and chemicals for a very long time.
That's right.
So a lot of these so-called black women, Latinos, have been getting breast cancer, skin cancer, getting all kinds of, illnesses. It's from a lot of these things that you guys put on your face, your lip, now your head.
That's right.
Did you have something?
No, that's, let me see. No, that's a, let me see if I can get something. I think I had Proverbs 29.
Said Proverbs 29.
Yeah, Proverbs chapter 29, verse 16.
Go ahead.
It says, when the wicked are multiplied, transgression increaseth, but the righteous shall see their fall. So again, you're seeing the women are basically going to, they're going to be the main individuals who are going to be turning towards Esau's comforts, right? And it's going to basically make their lives easier. But you see that Esau is using these wicked ways to destroy you, so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans, right? But as you come into this truth, you're able to what? Turn away from that, right? Turn away from that wickedness and what? Do that which is pleasing to your power, right?
Come on, let's get Amos 9 and 10 because, the men of the Lord have been preaching, and every once in a while they get on to the woman because women, okay, are the reason, okay, why Adam fell. Okay? And the preaching has been going on since the late 60s, 1960s, early 1970s. And a lot of women pass by the camp, all right, where you have the, great millstone men on the highways and byways preaching this truth. And every once in a while you'll see a woman and her man stop by. The man is interested in hearing this truth. But the woman is so taken back that, hey, men are speaking with authority. Men are raising their voices like lion. That intimidates them. She doesn't want that man of hers to be taken away from her power. You see? So a lot of time, that woman that's with her man listening to the men of the Lord, she'll pull him away. She thinks what we're saying is not true. Let's get that Amos 9 and 10, Bob Kashar.
It's Amos 9 and 10.
Because the majority of the people that's going to meet their end, the 2/3, are going to be women.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Amos 9 and 10, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword, which say the evil shall not overtake nor prevent us.
You see? So you have a lot of these women walking around thinking that it's their time. Trying to choose what man is good for them and you're not good enough. Okay? Trying to rate a man based upon his finances, not knowing that the woman, okay, the woman was created for the man, as it says in 1 Corinthians 11, on down where what St. Paul define and declare the order from Yahweh B'Shem El Shai. All right, well, you have Yahweh being over Yahweh Shai being over men, and men being over women, women being over children. But in this time, you have women thinking now that they fall. Man, let's get that scripture, Baba Kashah. Jeremiah 31 and 22.
Okay.
Jeremiah 31 and 22.
Okay. I got it.
Go ahead.
It says Jeremiah chapter 31, verse 22. How long wilt thou go about, O thou backsliding daughter? For the Lord hath created a new thing in earth. A woman shall compass a man.
You see? And in this time, that woman, okay, is trying to be the head of the household. I know Jake is not in his best form. Okay, you have, Jake that's out there doing folly, man. which these women say, hey, if you're not going to be here, then I'm a rule over you. But even when Jake is trying to get back right, okay, you have your Keishas, the so-called black thick woman, okay, that feel like she can whoop a dude, you know, and then these women have got the fake hair, fake eyelashes, fake lips, fake booty,
fake butt, all that stuff.
right?
But they do that. They do that to empower themselves because they know that that by them being beautiful or trying to make themselves beautiful, they know Jake is gonna fall for that and he's gonna give up his power. You know what I mean? It's because a woman is always manipulative. She's always trying to compete for power. She's a slave to power.
Yeah.
So that's why she's doing all that stuff.
And a woman gets depressed 9 times out of 10. A woman is always depressed. She always wants someone to say something good to her. She always wants to go buy something new because she is in that. Without a man, a woman is lost.
That's right.
Okay, that's why a woman should have a man and just, hey, settle down, have your children,
Right.
Be content with what the Most High has given you. But a lot of these wayward women, they're out there, man. They're out there
Center of
bad.
attention, right?
You see, they don't even. Hey, what's that body count? They can't even keep up with the body count. That's
right.
Shot. Let's get a Sirach 26 and 9. You're gonna have to go.
Yeah.
Sirach 26 and 9. All right, and we can go on, but hey, this is not, we're not tirading against the women, but we just have to call it the way we see it.
You said 26 and 9?
This is, Sirach 26 and 9.
Okay. This is Sirach chapter 26, verse 9. It says, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids.
You see? Fake eyelashes, the way she'll look at a man like you ain't nothing.
Fake hair.
Fake hair, you ain't nothing, How dare you try to talk to me? Do I look like I will talk to you? That type of attitude, right? But guess what? We're encroaching upon a time where Jacob trouble, Jeremiah 30 and 7, right?
Isaiah 4 and 1.
Isaiah 4 and 1. There's going to be 7 women and that's not an exact number. 7 just goes into completion, right? But 7 women to 1 man.
That's right.
These women are going to be banging down the doors, and she's going to remember you.
Just like
remember, I tried to holler at you. You said I wasn't shit. Now you want to come? Nah, slam the door on her face, man.
Just like the days of Noah, right?
The days of Noah. Go ahead. Yeah.
So again, the Sirach 26, verse 9, the whoredom of a woman may be known in her haughty looks and eyelids. So these women are going out of their way to buy and purchase all these defiled products. Right, because as the article was going into, this is a billion dollar industry, Salaki. So again, these women they have a lot of demons on them. So.
Hey, we'll end off with Proverbs 31 and 30. Since I'm here already.
Okay, Salaki. Okay, this is Proverbs 31 and 30. This is Proverbs chapter 31, verse 30. It says, favor is deceitful and beauty is vain, but a woman that feareth the Lord, she shall be praised.
You see? It's beautiful. There's no woman. I'm not going to say there's no woman because you have a few Aquathiums that listen to our Great Millstone, that subscribe to various brothers' channels. Okay, that are getting their minds right for what's to come. Okay, but that's going to be a very low number. Okay, Yahweh Shema Shai Brakatham, those women that endure to the end. Because as it says in 1 Corinthians 11 on down, it says that a man is not without the woman and a woman without the man. So in order to bring the Israel back after the destruction of Babylon, we're going to need women.
That's right.
Okay, so we're going to look for those women. Most High is going to give those women that are, that came correctly. But again, you're going to have a lot of these women that's going out there buying all these fake hairs that's destroying them already. It says in Deuteronomy 28 and 48 that you will go to your enemy for the one of all things. They're doing that.
That's right.
That's what they're doing. But hey, we're doing these lessons as a warning for those women, okay, that are doing those things in this time to refrain from that and repent.
That's right.
And be a virtuous woman, to whether your husband, if you don't have a husband, to Yahweh Shai, Yahweh Shema Shai, man. All right, with that being said, hey, I don't got nothing else. You Hey, with that being said, we want to give all thanks, all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostle of Great Millstone who rule well, teach well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect.
Shalom.
Shalom, Israel.
Kwam Yasharala.
Kwam Yasharala.